Okay, in the final video for today, we're going to put everything we've learned together. We're going to use the leading coefficient test to determine the graph's end behavior, and then we're going to find the x-intercepts by setting f of x equal to 0 and solving, and then we'll note the multiplicity of each 0, which tells us whether or not it crosses, touches, or turns. Then we'll find the y-intercept, and then we'll connect all the points with a smooth curve. Okay, so step 1 is to do the leading coefficient test. Well, here again, f of x is x to the third plus x squared minus 4x minus 4. And so I know from the leading, I know that like coefficients are a sub 3 is 1, a sub 2 is 1, a sub 1 is negative 4, and a sub 0 is negative 4. Okay, so my leading coefficient is 1, and the degree is 3. So I'm in the top left corner of the table, so I should be positive leading coefficient, odd degree, means my end behavior must do something like this. Fall to the left and rise to the right. Okay? And I haven't filled in what's going on in between, right? So this is what we're going to figure out by finding the zeros and stuff. Okay. So step 2 is to find the x-intercepts by factoring. So next we're going to find x-intercepts. So we have f of x, we set it equal to 0, and we have x cubed plus x squared minus 4x minus 4. And so one way to find the zeros is to factor this, and if you look at this, you can see that you could write this as x cubed minus 4x plus x squared minus 4. So this is going back to one of the ways of factoring polynomials, is kind of to group things into groups of, this is like x squared minus 4, and then x times x squared minus 4. So I could factor that as x times x squared minus 4 plus 1 times x squared minus 4. So that tells me I can factor this as x plus 1 times x squared minus 4. And then it's actually pretty easy to see how to factor x squared minus 4. That's x minus 2 and x plus 2. Okay, so now I have 3 zeros. So x equals 2, x equals negative 2, and x equals negative 1 are zeros, and they're all of multiplicity 1. So what I know is that I have a 0 here, I have a 0 at negative 2, and I have a 0 at negative 1, and each time I just pass through the x-axis. So this is always just passing through. Now the next step is to find my y-intercepts, again just using algebra. So 3 is to find y-intercepts, and this is actually very simple because I'm just plugging in 0 for x. So f of 0 is going to be 0 cubed plus 0 squared minus 4 times 0 minus 4. So 0, negative 4 is my y-intercept, or my x-intercept, y-intercept. Okay, so I'll just write that right there. Okay, now we're just going to connect everything up with a smooth curve. I know I need to fall to the left, pass through negative x equals negative 2, pass through x equals negative 1, pass through the y-intercept, which is 0, negative 4, and then pass through 0, 2. So the picture must look something like that.